Hey folks, welcome to week 5. Week 5 of fantasy
Can't believe
football.
it's already week 5.
I'm telling you, what do you think, Roy?
It's going by quick. Coming over before you know it.
It's
I'll be a
going by.
champion.
Yes, it is. I tell you what, but it was a crazy week though. There's a lot of games I thought that was close. And a lot of them had some hot players in it. And then speaking of hot players, give me one here. Bill Cosby.
I'm going to keep rolling with Devontae Freeman. I mean, the kid's on fire. He's got 7 touchdowns in 2 or 3 games. It's the most in NFL since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2005 when he went off for 31 touchdowns. So I'm looking for a big year out of this guy. He's going to keep it up because he's earned it.
Yeah. What do you think, Lightning?
I'm going to roll with Phillip Rivers. He's leading the NFL in passing yards right now. He gets Antonio Gates back this week. I believe Antonio Gates was his favorite weapon last year. If not, he was second to Keenan Allen. But speaking of Keenan Allen, he's got over 300 yards receiving. He's averaging actually about 100 yards a game receiving. He's got a few touchdowns. Probably averaging 7-8 catches a game.
Right.
And he's actually a local boy. He went to Northern Guilford. If you didn't know that. And they got Northern Guilford High School. He actually was recruited and went to Cal Berkeley, I believe, and he had a twin brother, I believe, and they both played at Northern Guilford. They both actually went to Cal, I believe. Anyways, a buddy of mine told me, he said, you need to watch out for this guy coming out of college. He said he kind of, I guess, kept up with him through high school or whatever, and sure enough, he's become a star. But also, the thing about the Chargers and Rivers is they got Woodhead and Melvin Gordon. I believe Gordon's a rookie this year, but they're both averaging like 4 yards a carry. So when you got a balanced attack like that, that opens it up for Rivers and Keenan Allen and everybody to get a little piece of action. And I look for the Chargers to keep rolling. I think they got a good offense. I'm not really sure how their defense is, but maybe their offensive defensive games will get them pretty far this year.
Right. Well, I got one for you. I got one for both of them. This guy's so hot. He's sizzling. DeMarco Murray. Got him!
I got him. That's a problem.
No, I'm going to go with Le'Veon Bell. That boy has just been tearing it up, and it's just like Apollo Creed said in the movie. Ding, 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 ding. That's what it is. Le'Veon Bell's going to keep ringing the bell.
Yeah, I've got him in my daily, my DraftKings. I mean, he's with as long as Michael Vick's back there, and I mean it won't drop off much when Ben comes back, but he's gonna be the highest scoring Steeler for months and months until Ben comes back. Because especially in like if you're in DraftKings or FanDuel, I mean it don't matter who they're playing. Vick's gonna drop it off, and he's still gonna get his runs, and he's gonna go for like 30 every week in the PPR. So
Speaking of Le'Veon Bell, he was the #1 rated player in the draft.
Yep.
In probably every draft, in every format, he was probably the #1 rated player. And I had #1 pick in one draft, and I took him even though he was going to sit out the first 2 games. And just looking back at his production over last year, I mean, I think he led the league in yards from scrimmage, total yards. I don't know about points, but I mean, projections, he was going to be there again. And so I know some people, skipped over him. Since he had a 2-game suspension, but I think it just goes to show when you're drafting, you need to draft the best available player. Obviously, if they're on a 4 or 8-game suspension, that's a little different. But if it's a couple games, or even as you get later on in the draft, you should always take the best available player because you shouldn't be picking position players in the 7th, 8th round. If there's a good player there, you should pick them because they're going to put up points for you. And so if you didn't take Le'Veon Bell early in the first round, then shame on you.
Shame on you. Let's move into a hot topic. Give me one here, Bill Cosby.
I'd like to talk about attendance. We got 2 guys here. We're only in week 5, starting week 5, and they both missed 2 shows already. I mean, that's a pretty high percentage if you ask me. And we're only a quarter of the way through. I mean, I don't know. Check your heart at the door.
We're still drinking, though.
Oh yeah,
Still drinking. But yeah, that law dog he had to work tonight. Eric has the man.
he's got a little bit of an excuse. I don't know about Eric's excuse. He's got got to take his Midol or whatever it is.
What about you? I'm gonna send it over here to Light.
I'm going to talk about the refs affecting the outcome of games. If you go back and look at the Seattle and Lions game, did you see the end of the game?
I did.
All right. I don't know if you saw the same angle I saw, but right there in the end zone, they had the perfect angle of the ref looking directly at. I was a Kendall Wright. What's the guy's name? The linebacker for the Seahawks. Anyways, Cam Chancellor knocked it out of Calvin Johnson's hand right on like the 1-inch line, and then it was going out of the back of the end zone, and the linebacker for Seattle batted it out of the end zone right in front of the referee. And what I saw and heard and everything, the ruling on that is that the team that fumbled the ball should get the ball back where the spot of the fumble occurred, half the distance to the goal line, which would put them on 1st and goal, which would have given them the ball back on the 1-inch line with a 1st down to go, and they should have beat the Seahawks.
Should have beat the Seahawks.
But now they're still 0-4, and you lost. The Seahawks defense gained points fantasy-wise because of that, and anybody on the Lions offense that you had who had a potential to score or get points was affected by it in fantasy-wise. Not to talk about the Lions in general and odds makers in Vegas and everybody else. So, but also just the integrity of the game. The Seahawks won a game like that a few years ago against Green Bay. They got a home win based on something like that. So I just hate to see a team like that, especially the Lions. Now, I mean, the Lions got some good players,
yeah,
and they haven't won a game all year. They're a quarter of the way through the season and don't have a win, and they very easily could have had a win off of that. I just hate to see it come down like that.
Yeah, I think their offensive line when it's straight, you look at that Abdullah. I mean, he ran very well in pre-season, but by gosh, I mean, now he's up against the big boys in there.
Yeah.
And I think that offensive line cannot handle the other team's defensive line. But anyway, let's keep talking about the game tonight. I think it's going to could be a good game. It depends on luck. I think his status right now is still up in the air. Some say he's not playing, some say he is playing, some say he's going to test it. But who I'm looking forward to really watching tonight is Arian Foster. I think he is going to put up double-digit fantasy points tonight.
Hey, I might have to go back over here and change one of my lineups if you think that's going on.
I got a feeling. I got a Aaron's going to put up at least 20 plus.
I think he's going to be a bust this year because the Texans are just bad all around. Offensive line looks about like the Colts offensive line. You can't run behind that. Coach O'Brien or whatever, he needs to go back to college. He's an idiot. He had his 15 minutes on Hard Knocks. They're done.
Well, I'm gonna give Arian Foster a week to see what he can do, and then if he does decent, I'll put him in the lineup. But I'm gonna go opposite route here, and I'm gonna sit him tonight. You got Ryan Mallett in there. I know a lot of people's calling for him to get out and be replaced. Ryan Mallett's good. He's a good quarterback in college. He's got a few years of backup experience. He played under Tom Brady at the Patriots for a while, and like you said, I think the Texans are just a mess. I don't think Ryan Mallett's actually that bad, but maybe if they can get some momentum tonight and get the passing game going and open up the Foster for the coming weeks. I hope so because I got him in the league and I want to play him along with he'll be my tandem with Le'Veon Bell. So if I get them two going.
And if Hasselbeck starts, sorry Randy, plug in Fleener.
Short passes.
Yeah, he saw like 15 targets last week. That's all Hasselbeck threw to him and Ty. So if you got Ty, you can start him with confidence. I'd start him in any week though. But yeah.
Well, those quarterbacks like that, they're not going through progression. They're not going to go to the first read, second read, third read. They're going to go to the first read. If he's not open, they're going to go for the safety valve.
Yeah.
They're going to dump it off right there. They're not going to take a chance on throwing an interception or getting sacked. They're going to go right to their favorite person.
And speaking of the Colts, like you said, Hasselbeck, I think Luck is out. I think I heard he is out. At one point I heard that Hasselbeck was injured as well. Yeah. And they had brought somebody up from the practice squad. It was something Johnson. I don't know who it was. But I'm sure he was sitting on the sideline tonight. But Hasselbeck's actually a little beat up himself. So I actually picked the Texans to win this game with Luck out. But yeah, I agree. I think even with Hasselbeck in there, I think you're going to see some Colts players get some numbers tonight because they're going to get some passes for PPR, and the Colts players can run with the ball, so they get a lot of yards after catch. So I think it'll be beneficial to play some Colts players.
You're right. Well, we're going to send it back to the studio, going inside because it's getting a little cold, a little dark out here right now. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed the game tonight. It is Thursday night football, and this is Rowdy and the boys. And then take us home there, Bill Cosby.
See you. Battery's going dead.
My battery?
No, mine.
Oh, yours?
This thing's stupid, man. We shot like...
Man, I know I got to ramble in there for a little while.
No, you're all right.
I mean, that was 10 minutes. That's fine, though.
Yeah, we're perfect on time. But,
no, that's not your thing. That's the GoPro.
oh, was I just gonna,
It had a full battery when we
I
shot
just
them little
charged that
commercials,
thing.
like 30 seconds apiece.
I just charged that thing.
What's the battery supposed to last?
Hours?
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday, and I was going to go play golf, and then it's going to rain all freaking day. Oh, well, it's been raining, Can't do nothing about the rain. We got Jeremy there, he's having a cookout Saturday.
Oh, did he move in that house he had over off Turnpike?
Yeah, he moved back in there, so we're going to have a little party Saturday. And, do that deal Saturday, and then I was telling me and Pat and Andy and Tim were going to go play golf.
Well, Andy texted me today and asked me
Come on.
if I had any plans Saturday with the kids. Because he wants to try to see them play golf. So I told him to go ahead. I thought it was supposed to rain.
So now it looks like it's going to rain, so there ain't no big enough golfing going on, won't look like.
So we know the off-season maneuvers that the Colts made, signing T.Y. to a big contract, and then Andre Johnson was brought in along with Frank.
Still might be able to get out there. There's a whole can of peanuts right there. Y'all go ahead and cook, probably gonna warm your food up though.
Because of the position this man plays. Notice all of these big changes that they made in this off-season and over the last couple off-seasons. Not an offensive line.
Damn Dolphins are a mess, ain't they?
They put a lot of money in. I mean, Costanzo was re-upped, but
They're the damn last in the league at this
has not
point.
been solid at all this season, to say the least. Now comes Marshall Faulk, Matt Haskell, in back-to-back starts. The 40-year-old Matt Haskell, back-to-back starts, short week. Again, you can't say it enough. 1 a.m. for midnight, 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. He's got fluid now. What are we expecting to see? Do you think?
Okay, they may not have Andrew, but I'm telling you, Rich, they are very lucky to have Matthew Hasselbeck now. Yeah, he's 40 years old. He's got 153 starts right under his belt, and that's a positive. That's a good thing. Because last time he played last week, they opened the game with no huddle offense. He knows this offense just as well as anybody. So he's just playing like a kid again. Watch his first touchdown pass. He comes out here on the goal line, throws us the finger, sign up. Watch this. Yeah, that's pretty good improvise. And then he's in the pocket now. He can